Welcome, 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 my friends. We're glad to have you here with us again. One more time here on SIMMIE Braxton Show. And I'm glad you're here with me tonight. What a blessing it is to be able to have this opportunity to be able to do this once again. And I mean that from the very depths of my heart. It's nothing but gratitude that goes through me every opportunity that I have to share with you what I know, what I experience, my life, the things that I go through, the things that I'm curious about. Tonight we won't be doing the In the Streets. Miss Stephanie Beard is going to be, she's away from us tonight. So we won't be doing In the Streets, but we'll be doing this. We'll be doing some soul stroking tonight. So last week I was talking about, staying in the state of gratitude, man. I'm so thankful, man, for everything that's in my life right now. I'm happy about, we're going into another year, 2026. That's a blessing to be able to, just see this time that we're in right now. It's just a blessing to be here, man. I think about the things that, I reflect over the things that have happened over the year and just how far I've come personally, the things that I've overcome, the things, that I have, triumphed and won, the battles that I've won in my life. And I look back and I say, wow, that's amazing. And, when you look back on your life and see the things that you've overcome, you know that you are a very amazing individual. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are creative. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are expansive. You are all of these, you have all of these attributes that you have, And so allow yourself to just continue to look at life as an adventure. Look at it as an adventure. No matter what comes up, look at it as an adventure, something that you can experience so that you can become more expansive and so that you can become stronger, learn more about yourself, who you truly are at the very core of your being. I talk about affirmations, and I'm going to share a couple of affirmations, and then we're going to go into some of my soul strokes I want to share. And then we're going to go into the meat of the show. We're going to be talking about the power of your subconscious mind and its reality and how it creates your reality. The power of your subconscious mind, how it creates your reality. It's not your conscious mind. It's your subconscious mind that creates your reality. So just, rock and roll with me, just, go with the flow with me, and we'll just go with this, go with this. We'll take this ride together, if you will, and just, go on this journey together. So I'm going to read some of these affirmations, and I hope that, first of all, just take a breath, a deep breath in, exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. All right. So, the first one, I am grateful. It is easy to look for all the gifts in my life. I appreciate the small joys and blessings that surround me each day. Gratitude fills my heart and transforms my perspective. I am thankful for the ability to see how much there is to be thankful for. Gratitude is my daily practice, and it enriches my life with contentment and joy. My heart is full of appreciation. I am blessed. Everything is working out to my maximum advantage. I witness miracles every day. The universe is conspiring to my greatest benefit to shower me with abundance, goodness, and love. I'm in awe. I'm wowed by life. I am humbled. I am grateful. I choose to see evidence in my life that I am truly blessed. Thank you, life. I am prosperous. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to see that I live in a prosperous universe. I am continuously opening myself to receive unexpected money, unexpected resources, unexpected success, and unexpected good, and unexpected times from unexpected sources in unexpected ways. I'm in awe of the prosperity all around me. I am prosperous. Every day, in every way, I become more and more prosperous and successful. I deserve to be prosperous, and I embrace the abundant flow in all its forms. I attract opportunities that lead to my financial success and make great decisions in all my endeavors. I am grateful for the abundance that surrounds me and for the flow of currency that's on its way to me. My mindset is aligned with prosperity, and I take inspired action with wealth consciousness. I am prosperous. I am whole. I am whole and complete just as I am. I remember all parts. I embrace all parts of myself, including my strengths, weaknesses, and imperfections. I radiate confidence and authenticity while embracing my wholeness with grace. I am connected to the universe and part of the greater whole. I cultivate a deep and loving connection with myself and embrace my wholeness, the wholeness of my being. I am love. Love and compassion guide my action, bringing joy and harmony to all my relationships. I am deeply connected to my own heart, allowing love to inspire my decisions and choices. Love is my true nature, and I let it shine brightly for all to see. I keep my heart open even in the face of adversity, pain, and struggle. Love is the life force that fuels me. All is love. I am love. I am calm. I breathe deeply and fully, allowing each breath to bring me a sense of calm and clarity. I release the need to rush or hurry, and I embrace a pace of life that allows me to feel at ease. I gracefully, I move gracefully through life with a centered and grounded attitude. I trust in my ability to overcome any obstacle with grace and flow. I am mindful in my movements, thoughts, and words. My calmness is nourishing to others. I choose the path of ease. I am thankful. Gratitude is my guiding light, illuminating the path of my journey. I am open and receptive to appreciating the gifts that life offers me. I easily express gratitude for all that I am and all that I have. Each day, I find new reasons to be grateful and celebrate the beauty of life all around me. I'm deeply thankful for the opportunities that come my way and the blessings that unfold in my life. Gratitude easily grows in my life. I am infinite. I am one with the eternal flow of life, and I trust in the perfect timing of all things. I remember who I truly am. I am connected to the timeless wisdom of the ages, and I draw from this infinite well of knowledge. My creative potential is limitless, and I embrace the infinite possibilities of my imagination. I am an infinite being, and my potential for growth and expansion is boundless. Those are affirmations, and you can pick those up. Just listening to them, it does something to you. Just because you're expressing yourself, and you're saying, "I'm whole and complete, and I embrace all the parts of myself forever. I am loved, deeply connected. My true nature embraces love, loving, calm." Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. But yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's something that happens when you say these things out loud. And I dare you to do this on a regular basis every day because it's repetition. You become it. You become exactly what those affirmations say. Because, like I said, your subconscious mind is the creator of your reality. And the habits that we've developed over time have, created limiting beliefs in our lives. That we're not enough. We're too old. We're too skinny. We're too fat. We're too, this. We're not enough of that. And so affirmations are a very powerful way to start off your day, and to really move through life, man, in a way that it becomes a fun thing, We go into 2026, you know, with, 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 with no fear, with no fear. Go into 2026, willing to tackle anything that comes your way. Go into 2026 knowing that you can accomplish anything that you desire. Because things will happen. They'll come your way out of nowhere when you have the right attitude, the right, you just position yourself to receive everything that you desire. Because you know that that you'll be provided for. I'm going to share some of my strokes with you. I as I say, the vibration, everything vibrates. Everything vibrates. That's a known fact. You know, the vibrations of the body and the mind are going to dictate what you attract. Because when you put yourself in a vibration, what you're really doing is you're putting yourself on a specific frequency. That's what you do when you set a goal. Most people set goals and they just wait for them to happen. It's never just going to happen. You have to assume that it's already happened. You've got a picture of it in your mind mentally. It's already happened. It's already happened because I have the idea in my conscious mind. If I didn't have the idea in my conscious mind, I wouldn't be able to talk to you about it. And just for the mere fact that I can talk to you about it, I've got it. I've already got it. And the trick is to stay on that frequency. Most people look at the results and they let the results dictate the frequency. That's why they keep getting the same results. So stay on that frequency. You know that you have it. You visualized it. You know how it's supposed to go. Write the vision down. Make it plain. Move, move. Write it down. Make it plain. Trust people's energies, not their words. Let me tell you why. Envy can hide in support, jealousy can hide in compliments, and hate can hide in love. And when you're spiritually, physically, mentally, and financially solid, because you realize that needing nothing attracts everything. Isn't that something? Needing nothing attracts everything, because that's just the way it is. And I'm telling you, I don't leave the house needing anything. Literally, I just know that I'll be provided for because I have everything that I need and everything that I want right now. And I'm thankful. Be thankful for what you have. Man, take time out to just think about all of the goodness that's flowing into your life. What do you have now that you can be thankful for? A family, friends that you can be thankful for. Be thankful for the fact that you can wash your body. Be thankful for the fact that you can put on your clothes. Be thankful for the fact that you can walk. You can talk. You can express yourself. You can express love to the people that you love. And just be thankful that you have a car that you can drive, that you have a job to go to, that you have resources that you are provided for. Be thankful for all of that right now. And just wake up thankful. And it makes so much of a difference in your life when you walk around thankful, man. Thankful for your friends. Thankful for the environment that you're in. That you could be. I'm set up in an environment. I'm around children all the time, and it's one of the most unique environments that I've ever experienced in my life, because everybody around there has a lovely attitude, because they're learning. Kids, they're young elementary school kids, they're learning, and it's the environment. People. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday. It's not, I don't get up and be mad that I'm going there. I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to go there and be a part in these children's lives, that I can impact their lives in such a way that they'll remember me in some shape, form, or fashion, that they will say, you know what, that man was kind to me. That man really showed me some things, some compassion. He helped me out, he taught me some things, when he was there. And so, it's just a very unique thing, and it's just fun. Trials and tribulations, they are a part of life. Challenges will show up in your life. They're placed in an individual's life by design. Why? Because you discover the gift of teaching, the valuable lesson received, therefore adding to the expansion of your inner being. And this expansion is designed for you to learn how to master circumstances in your life. This teaches you how you are able to live in an awareness of peace, compassion, and creativity. That's what trials and tribulations do. So it's the definition that you put on whatever it is that comes up in your life. You have to look at it as, wait a minute, take a pause. We talked about this a few weeks ago, about taking a pause for the cause. No matter what it is, pause, think about it, and say, wait, what am I supposed to learn from this? Because there's something that I'm supposed to learn from this, because all things work together for my eternal good. Not just for my good in this lifetime, but for my eternal good. Because once you realize that you're an infinite, indestructible, eternal being, having a temporary experience. I'm going to say that again. You're an infinite, indestructible, eternal being having a temporary human experience. Once you let that soak in and you realize just how powerful you are, just how infinite you are, then you start looking at life almost like a game. You know, it's a game, it's a play. You're the writer, you're the director, you create your own reality. You are the one that makes the thing happen for you. You learn, you expand, you grow from every situation and every circumstance that happens in your life. Every day, find something to be thankful for because a heart full of gratitude is a magnet for blessings. If you have that doubt deficient faith, the universe that the universe has your back, think, give thanks now for the manifestations of your desires. Just be thankful now for everything that's coming your way. Be thankful for the little things. I guarantee you, more will come. More will come. More will come your way. I don't care what it is. Be thankful for the little things. I, you know, I mean, I do not allow myself to leave the house not grateful for everything that I have. I'm thankful for the women that I have in my life. I'm thankful for the friends that I have in my life. I'm thankful for the family that I have in my life. I'm thankful for, the shelter that I have. It may not seem big to you, but it's awesome to me. And I don't want for anything because I know that this world is a world of abundance. I don't care what they say on the news because I don't watch the news. This world is a world of abundance. If I find a penny on the ground, I pick it up and I put it in my pocket and I say, "Thank you for the abundant flow of this universe." Literally, I do that, and we're gonna get into that a little bit later because you know you get it's just something and people feel that they literally feel that they feel that presence when you have that thing going on in the inside you know moments of discomfort will come, okay, and it can rock your world. But when you stop avoiding the things that you don't like and get eyeball to eyeball with them, seeing them head on, you will find strength that you never knew that you had. So get comfortable with the discomfort, and you'll find out that it's not the uncomfortable that creates the suffering, but it's the resistance to the discomfort. Because the suffering does not emerge from the circumstances, but rather how we respond to them. It's how you respond to what happens in your life. It's how you respond. And I don't care what it is. I look at life in such life, death. My perception in life is so different now than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and I'm glad that let me do something. I lost something. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, there it is. Okay. And it was a process that I went through. It was a process that I went through that I that it wasn't easy, but I moved through the discomfort. Because when you move through the discomfort, on the other side of that discomfort is where your victory is. That's where your everything that you desire. Hold on 1 second. Eat, work, eat, eat, right. Oh no. I gotta find my the this one. Oh no. Okay, there it is. All right, I got it. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I made it through. I made it through. It was a process that I had to go through. And I don't regret. I live a life without no regrets. I don't regret anything that I've been through. Um, I've learned to forgive for me. When somebody has done something to me, I forgive them, for me to be free of that situation. But I want to get into the meat of the topic today. We're talking about the power of your subconscious mind. Because I can go on and on and on, but I want to get into the meat. Today we're talking about something that quietly shapes um, every experience you've ever had. And it's not your job, not your relationships, it's not even your conscious thoughts. We're talking about your subconscious mind. That part of you that runs beneath awareness. It's that part of you that doesn't speak in words. It's that part that learned who you were before you ever chose who you wanted to be. And whether you realize it or not, your subconscious mind is creating your reality every single moment of every single day. Not to punish you, not to reward you, but simply to stay consistent with what it believes is true about you. And this episode is not about blame, it's about power. And more importantly, it's about choice. So, what the subconscious really is, what is the subconscious really is? Most people think they're living from their conscious mind, the thinking mind, the logical mind, the mind that says, I want better. But neuroscience tells us something different. About 90 to 95% of your daily behavior is driven by the subconscious. That means most of your reactions, your habits, your emotional triggers, your attraction patterns, your self-sabotage, they're not conscious choices. They're programs. And your subconscious mind is like a recording system. It stores emotional experience, especially from childhood, and uses them to predict the future. It asks one question over and over again. Your subconscious asks, what feels familiar? It doesn't ask what's healthy. It doesn't ask what's aligned or not what's expansive. It asks what's familiar. And familiarity it becomes your comfort zone, even when it hurts. So how is the subconscious mind is programmed? Most of your subconscious programming was installed before the age of 7. Before logic, before discernment, before choice. You absorb beliefs from tone, from repetition, from what was said and what was never said. You learn how love is given, what safety feels like, whether your needs matter, or whether rest is allowed, whether success is dangerous. And once a belief is formed, the subconscious mind does something very powerful. It filters reality to prove itself right. So if your subconscious believes, I have to struggle, I'm too much, people leave, nothing lasts, I don't get to relax, you'll unconsciously recreate situations that confirm those beliefs. Not because you want to, but because your subconscious wants consistency. Awareness is not the problem. Programming is. And here's why sometimes affirmations don't work. This is why people get frustrated. They say, I've been affirming, I've been visualizing, but I've been manifesting, but nothing changes. And here's why. Here's why. If your conscious mind says, I'm worthy, but your subconscious says, that's not safe, the subconscious mind wins every time because it controls the nervous system. The subconscious mind controls your sympathetic nervous system. That's why your eyes blink. That's why your heart beats. That's why you breathe, inhale and exhale. That's your subconscious mind. It controls the nervous system. It controls emotional memory. It controls reaction speed. That's why repetition without emotional safety does not stick. It doesn't stick. The subconscious learns through emotion, repetition, and experience, not force. And healing is not about convincing your mind, it's about retraining your nervous system. Let me say that again. Healing is not about convincing your mind, it's about retraining your nervous system. And when safety is established, change becomes natural. Reality as a mirror. Let's look at it. Here's a part that can feel confronting, but also liberating. Your outer world is not random. It's reflective. It's reflective of who you are inside. Not as a punishment, but as information. And so your relationships reflect your attachment pattern. Your finances reflect your beliefs about receiving. Your energy levels reflect your relationship with rest and work. And here's the key. Your subconscious mind responds to what you expect, not to what you desire. So, when you begin to ask, what belief would someone with this reality hold, you must move from victimhood to authorship. Nothing changes until the belief changes. What's your belief system? So, how do you begin to reprogram? Reprogramming doesn't start with action, it starts with curiosity. I like that. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Ask, what learned belief is running this? You have to ask yourself, what is the belief? Why do I believe what I believe about this? Instead of forcing positivity, practice compassionate awareness. Here are 3 foundational shifts. Number 1, slow your reaction. Every pause weakens an old program. Remember that we talked about pause for the cause? Well, this is where it is. Pause, think about it, contemplate it, because, why am I thinking this way? Why do I believe this is the way I should believe? Why, ask yourself. Feel before you fix. Number 2, feel before you fix. The subconscious heals through emotional validation. Okay? Feel before you fix. Number 3, Create new emotional evidence. Small, safe wins rewire beliefs faster than big leaps. In other words, just do the little things, the little small wins, the accomplishments, reward yourself. Oh, I did this and I accomplished that. Don't go for the big things. Go molehill after molehill after molehill, and then you'll be able to tackle that big mountain. But reward yourself when you do something that you've accomplished. Oh, reward yourself. This isn't overnight. It isn't overnight work. It's devotional work. You have to devote yourself, devote your time to it. But every layer you heal returns your power. Every layer you heal returns your power. And it's a trip to realize you're not broken. You're just responding to old information that can finally be updated. And here's what I want you to remember as we close. Your subconscious mind isn't your enemy. It's your protector. It kept you alive. It kept you adapted. It did its job beautifully. But you are no longer the version of you that needed those defenses. And when you lead with patience instead of pressure, your mind follows. You don't create reality by forcing it. You create it by becoming safe enough to receive it. And when safety becomes your baseline, reality has no choice but to respond differently. So I want to thank you for sitting in on this conversation. Let it land gently. Let it unfold slowly. Transformation, it isn't loud, it's consistent. It takes time. It takes practice. You have to do these things over and over. And one small victory is huge. It may seem like it's small, but one small victory is a big thing. And it's okay to pat yourself on the back when you win. It's okay to pat yourself on the back when you win. Because you have to know that you are powerful. You are loved, you are kind, you are beautiful, you are awesome. Say that to yourself. We talked about mirror talk a few weeks ago. Get in the mirror and say it. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing? Say these things to yourself. Allow yourself to be the greatest inspiration to yourself is you. When you inspire yourself, I always talk to myself. And you're not crazy. Talk to yourself. Answer yourself. Find out what's going on with you. I could be driving, right? And if I'm driving too fast, I'll stop and say, why are you driving so fast? Are you in a hurry? You're not late? I do that. I'm not crazy, but I'm pulling back. I'm slowing down. I'm being much more safer driver by talking to myself. I'm being conscientious of what I'm subconsciously doing. And so you make that connection. And it's going to work for you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. He said, Jeff Carter, I find talking to myself sometimes helps bring clarity. It does. It definitely does. You need to hear yourself speak to yourself. I'm just and now is the time that you're going to find yourself wanting to spend time alone. You're going to find yourself wanting to spend time alone, more time by yourself. Take that time to meditate. Take that time to connect with who you are, yourself, your inner self, and find out what your purpose truly is. Once you connect with that purpose, move on it. Because you'll be divinely guided in what to do. And synchronistically, the universe will bring everything that you need to accomplish that purpose. Because that's why you're still here. That's why you're still alive. You still have work to do. There's something that you can do that nobody else can do but you. And that's a fact. Nobody can do it like you can. You don't have to worry about doing it like anybody else. Just bring the best version of you. And that's what I find myself doing, spending time. All I want to do is bring the best version of myself to the people. That's it. The best version of myself to the people. And so this is what we need to focus on going into 2026, not comparing ourselves to anybody, not comparing ourselves to anybody else's timeline of success, but really just focusing on what it is that we need to do to bring the best version of ourselves to the world. And I guarantee you, spending that time alone, you will find out your purpose. If you don't know, it's more than just having babies and being a father, or being a mother. It's something. You're here for something, very, very unique. You're chosen. You're a chosen one, and the answers will be there in that time of meditation. We're going to get into a lot this year. We're going to talk about burning sage. We're going to talk about the crystals. We're going to talk about, who we are at the core of our being. Life after life. We're going to get into that. And I'm going to have some people on that's going to help me talk about it. So I just want you guys, I really appreciate you guys joining me for this ride. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to come be a part. Brother, I can't. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys joining me. I appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna be, we're gonna go to a whole nother level. And you know what? Whoever is here, I know they're supposed to be here because we're gonna go places that most people don't go or are afraid to go. But we're going to go there, and we're going to create, some powerful individuals, because we create who we are. You create your reality, and that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, I think Gina's in the back. Hold on. Gina! I would like her to say, what she got to say. And, before I get out of here, she's a big part of my life, man. I tell you, I can't, she's just a blessing to me. She's the love of my life. She's gonna say what she's gonna say to you, and then we're gonna get out of here. But I hope that whatever was said reached your heart, man. You received it, and that you could take it and share it with someone else. Hold on one second.
I just want to thank you all for tuning in, and happy holidays to everyone. Everyone be safe, and I hope you get everything that you wished for. Have a good rest of the evening, and I love you all. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
And that's it. So I appreciate you guys. Always remember beyond the shadow of a doubt that me, USC, I truly do love you, my friends. Take care.